Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I had to take a couple days off. I was a little under the weather. I don't know if it's allergies or cold, but can't really think clearly when your head's in a fog. But I'm better now. So let's see if we can get some general messages for today. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to start working on those May monthly sign readings shortly. Have those up before the 1st. It's my other project this week. Oh, and I got a new deck. New moon, new deck. New name, new everything. Okay, so this is the Wild Unknown Alchemy guidebook, the deck. So I have that here. And we'll do a pick a card at the end to see what messages we can get from there. You'll recognize the same style of artistry. It's from the same author as the archetype deck. So, okay, let's get started. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Keeps showing up in reference to that new moon solar eclipse we had. And the Six of Cups. The King of Cups. Okay, getting a lot of Scorpio energy here. The Empress. And the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So, I get this mother-father sense here. Family with the Six of Cups. Maybe you're visiting your parents, or it's a reminder to give one of them a call. Could be grandparents even. But a sense of receiving some kind of gift. You see he's handing her the cup full of flowers. He's holding a cup there. It's an emotional offering. It's right after the Five of Cups, though. So after a disappointment, there's like a compensation almost. Somebody who might be trying to cheer you up today, or you could have that ability and that effect on people as well, to share love where there may be lacking some in someone else's life. Also with the Ten of Wands there, again, it looks like there's a heavy burden that's been carried around, or, and you're looking to unload that in the Two of Wands, that you're reducing your workload from 10 to 2. So maybe some of you are cutting back your hours or your work schedule because there's enough. I mean, there's no sense of lack here. There's generosity surrounding you. The Empress is there. She's abundant. Her needs are fulfilled. The energy of Venus and Taurus. We have the Sun in Taurus in tropical astrology right now. But I think it's work smarter, not harder. There's a better, multiple solutions here. If there is something that is demanding your attention, that there's a better way to do something. You don't have to always strong arm your way through a situation. It can be finessed. It can be overcome with creativity or patience. There's some kind of stop and rest vibe here, and like the answers will come to you. Let's see if we can add some astrology cards to it. Some of you may just be working too much and it's taking away time from your family. So you're taking a look with the Two of Wands there about your priorities. Where are your priorities? Are they with your job? Are they with your family? Maybe that time separation has become unbalanced. I mentioned Scorpio in the beginning of the reading, and here it's showing up again. Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Okay, so giving yourself a bit of a reset here. Scorpio is the Death card. Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. Again, we mentioned that with the Empress there. House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. All right, I do have to mention with the Six of Cups being there and it's Mercury retrograde, some of you could be dealing with a past romantic partner, because Scorpio does rule our sexual connections to people. And Six of Cups is always, nostalgia, thinking of the good times. Could be somebody coming back and trying to, again, persuade you to give it another chance with the House 7 of, intimate relationships there. But that's, I think with the Ten of Wands, it kind of feels like, you did a lot of work to unburden yourself from this energy, and getting back involved in it is not going to be in your best interest. We have Cardinal, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Again, Libra House 7 showing up. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So the ability to start something new, to begin a new season of your life, to turn the wheel in an active direction. And then we have the sun, self-expressed and embodied truth. Okay, so we have more fire here showing up, and this is a card of fire. Mars in Aries, I believe, as well, taking action. So physically, like again, burning away old connections. I think your light has become too bright for some people. They need sunglasses when they look at you. So that's generally an indication that you need to be amongst other people that will resonate with that frequency. So that's what the Ten of Wands showing up here again about as far as putting down a burden. But you can do good all by yourself, with the Empress and the King of Cups there. You water your own garden, you fulfill your own needs, and you don't really need to rely on anyone else's fountain to fulfill you. Okay. So I'm going to get how about a Rose Oracle? Or if you're in a happy partnership, this too can be you and your partner as the masculine and feminine, the King of Cups and the Empress, together, creating, working hard to support your family there in the Six of Cups. You're more than providing for them, taking them in a stable and fruitful connection there. It's hard work, but it's already showing signs of paying off. The sun there and Taurus. Let's see. So our Rose Oracle is Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny. Okay. Sophia, the goddess of wisdom. So this path that you're contemplating here, it's again, the choice is already determined. You already know which way you're going. Again, the intelligence within, your intuition is telling you and leading you on the right path. It's reinforcing you that the decision that you've made is the correct one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to this pick a card for us. And we can keep these cards in mind if you like. We'll get an alchemy card for everyone. All right, well, that one flipped over. You can pretend like you didn't see it if you want. All right, let's see. Collectively underneath the deck, we have darkening, number 12, melanosis. Okay, so number 1, number 2, or number 3. Put your timestamps below. You can take all 3 if you want. We'll start with number 1 is Luna, the moon, divine feminine energy, another 2, just like the Two of Wands here. Again, could be Gemini, or speaking of that time frame, but this gate, this portal, all manifestations come through the Sephiroth of the moon on their way down from Kether to Malkuth through the Tree of Life. They all have to pass through the lunar sphere. All right, let's read about this. And again, this could just be referring to the lunar eclipses that we are in the middle of, the solar on the 20th of April and the lunar eclipse on May 5th. So we are in between there. We're kind of in that gateway now. So the description is mystery, receptivity, and intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries, and we had the Empress card as well show up today. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. And Scorpio showed up heavy today, too. It is the yin principle, one of the listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened, and the alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its messages takes time and receptivity. Magic is afoot. Sink into it, sweet child. Okay, so go deeper, practice yoga, the subtle art of dreaming awake, and ponder the center of the moon. Notice what stage the moon is in when you do your readings. New moon and full moons can be particularly potent times to do readings, but all the moon's phases offer a unique energy. So we're at a waxing phase right now. Our energy is building to this lunar eclipse. The moon has a cooling and soothing effect on the psyche. In a reading, think of this lunar card bringing a sense of ease and stillness to the surrounding cards. Well, we did have the Six of Cups and the King of Cups, which is the healer medicine, the healer energy, and the Ten of Wands encouraging us to put down our burden, to take a break, to, again, not work harder, but work smarter. Okay, so again, being more in the feminine yin, the more of the Empress energy that we saw. All right, thank you, card 1. We're going to move on to card 2. Chaos. Massa Confusa. 51. All right, let's see what this is about. The title of the card is Disoriented, Spinning, or Groundlessness. When an alchemist sits in their laboratory amidst the presence of Massa Confusa, something miraculous is bound to occur. That's because this card, this state, is so powerful and all-encompassing that it typically overwhelms the student to the point of despair. Such is the nature of chaos. It is the grand trickster, the topsy-turvy confusion that turns life on its head and spins a web not even the wisest mystic can untangle. Baffling? Yes. Disorienting? Yes. But the seasoned alchemist recognizes it as the most potent point in the alchemical experiment. Wait, observe, do nothing. It is destiny itself that spins the web. Clarity will emerge, one strand at a time. Your only task is to breathe, do not struggle. The three fates hold you in their sights as you free fall towards freedom. It's that whole saying, order out of chaos, and maybe this Mercury retrograde is feeling rather chaotic to you, or ungrounding, things are being uprooted or brought back up to the surface from the past. And this is telling you to be patient and wait and kind of let that swirl around you and kind of concede to the fate that you are hurling towards, really. And the side notes are: piling existential questions on top of chaos will not help your alchemical pursuits. Rather, turn to practices that clear and make space. Meditation is the remedy. Think of this card as a sister to the Void card. There are different expressions of the same life-changing energy. The Void is absence and chaos is overwhelming presence. Okay. So yes, there's a lot of potential here. Again, things will fall into place, basically. Structure will become apparent the more you allow this process of transformation to happen to you. Let go of control issues. Okay, we're going to go on to card number 3. Dissolution. Solutio. Number 65. A dissolving. All right, so the title of this card is Surrender, Dissolving, and Formlessness. It's interesting because all 3 of these cards have to do with the yin principle of letting go of control. It's like you set your intentions already in this Two of Wands, right? You did the masculine yang fire thing, and now it's time to slip into the feminine water thing and receive and allow. So solutio is the great alchemical operation of water. It represents the form becoming formless, that which is solid dissolving into liquid. In many alchemical texts, it is the first operation and summarizes the heart of alchemy, as in the axiom solve et coagula, dissolve to unite. For our purposes, it is important to know solutio involves a dissolving of definitions, identities, and labels. The strongholds of the ego drown in the emotional realm of water. We dive back to the beginning, the prima materia. This operation is humbling and disorienting and oftentimes feels as though the self we knew has disappeared. Who are we now? How will others describe us? When these questions are afoot, the alchemical magic of solutio is underway. By surrendering to the waves, we unite with the primordial essence and return to our deepest self. Okay, so water is always in motion, much like our emotions. Solutio requires us to let the tears flow, to soften the edges, to soak in the healing waters of our feelings. If this card appears with the drowned king, take note. Both indicate the ego is ready to be surrendered to something greater than itself. Hang on for the ride. It's interesting. There's no drowned king card here, but we did have the King of Cups, right? He's surrounded by water. This is the emotional king. So something is ready to be kind of washed away. Purged from your life. We had the Scorpio card show up, right? The purging and renewing. Also Six of Cups. Again, it might be in regards to releasing something from the past, maybe a maternal wound. We have the Empress has the water flowing behind her as well. So it is a very emotional reading. It's an emotional release. Could be building up if you don't feel it today. It could be building up to that full moon when our emotions are most volatile, I guess. And most often expressed. So again, it's like this is the end of a karmic cycle with the Ten of Wands. It's ready to release. It's ready to be put down so you can pick up your path where you left off or where it's meant to be. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning into this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.